What's up out there? Welcome back to more Internal Suffering. We are on episode 6. So, pretty good productive day today. I think we did a video yesterday. I don't remember. It's kind of all fuzzy, but very productive day today. I needed to get my magic up to level 20. I needed to get ranged up, I think. There was a couple things I needed to get leveled up a little bit, and I did that. And now that I'm looking at this, I see that I'm running the wrong prayers on here, so let's switch that out real quick. So I needed to get magic up to level 20 so I could get some agility stuff done. I needed a whole bunch of things. I let this run overnight to get prayer points, so I got more skeleton fish caught. And speaking of that, I do believe somewhere in here I have this thing that -1 prayer cost and 5% chance to preserve prayer points. So I'm going to equip those. I thieved all those up, so I'm going to take that. I guess I better set those so they don't sell, and I'm going to sell this crap off here. I'm really slacking on my Slayer tasks, so I got to work on that. There's like a million things to do all at once. So I fished up some skeleton fish overnight. I don't remember if I fished up the magic fish or not, but I have 106,000. I made sure I have plenty of food. I made sure I have plenty of prayer points so that I can get into combat. I meant to do a lot more combat today, but I spent a lot of time off doing other things. I did go out and farm up a few black dragons to get the black dragon hide. I am now at level 74 ranged, which means I can equip the level 70 gear. So I've got this stuff all set up. Level 70 here. I did another volcano clear, so I've done that twice. I got a piece of dragon gear or the dragon armor out of it, and I upgraded that. That's what I'm running right now. So that gives me a little bit better damage reduction. Still got the same crappy rune stuff. Like, we're a total patchwork of things in here, but it's fine. It is what it is. Let's see. Did a bunch of rune crafting, so now I'm up to level 66. Basically, what I needed to do was to get my magic up to level 20 so I could do some things in agility, which we'll go over here in a second. And I needed nature runes to get pretty much started with the alt magic stuff, because I started with the just learning and worked my way up. I don't remember if I did superheat. No, because I didn't have any ore. So I went just learning all the way up to item alchemy 1. I think I did bone offering for a little bit. Superheat 2, I skipped over, did item alchemy 2, I think. And then I just opened up Rags to Riches, but I can't really do anything with it because I don't have any junk items from fishing, and I don't have the ability to get junk items from fishing anymore. Now, I probably could. I'm sure there's ways of getting it. There's monsters you can kill and stuff, but I don't really care. You kill the monsters, you get the little chest, you open it up, and you get the crap out of it. I don't really care. This isn't that great. I'll probably go into some combat for a little bit or let it go on item alchemy. In fact, that brings up a good point. I probably should let some of this stuff build up. We're on to shamans, though. Let's go kill this guy. He's not going to hurt that much. Probably leave this go on something overnight and let it just build up. Maybe a Slayer area or something to get my Slayer. So I closed out a skill the other day. I think I have a skill cap of 90, so I can work all of my combat stuff up to 90. But, I've been working on all these different things at once, so kind of bouncing around. Today was mostly rune crafting and working on agility and, well, basically alt magic and stuff like that. I did take a good pit stop, and let's see here. I spent all my gems off and built them into bolts. So I have 140,000 topaz, which is not very good bolts, 110,000 of the sapphire, 27,000 of the rubies, 50,000 of the emeralds, and I even made these 23,000 diamonds because I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I can't even get diamond luck potions because I killed off Herblore early on, so that's done and gone. I have no ability to use diamonds for anything else, so I thought, hell, I'll use them here. The thing I'm not sure on what I want to do. I mean, like, I have a huge stack of this stuff. I can get arrows back. I can use arrows to work on range for a good long time. We can take the bolts into the end game. I can use the diamond stuff on the really high end parts. So there's a lot of options here. Do I want to close fletching out now and work some of these other things up to 99? I'm not sure. I don't know about that. Agility's coming along very well, and I guess we should go over agility right now. This one here, let's see, the first two obstacles don't really have anything useful. The third one, I put this pipe climb on a while back, so that's been set. I wanted to take this coal stones on number 4, but salmon are kind of elusive to get. I know you can kill the one creature in the sand area. I just haven't got there yet. But it also takes a hit to global skill XP, and I don't want that on my combat stuff. That's going to hurt. I've already got another one. Well, I almost had another one, but that's this one down here. But I went ahead and got cliff balance today, so that gives me an extra couple thousand hit points, gives me some accuracy. It costs a little bit for the prayer points now, so that sucks. But I basically needed level 20 magic to get this, and I went ahead and got the coal and mithril. I was doing something, and I got them along the way, so I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and get magic done and knock this out. So I did that. I also went to this lake swim over here and got this one. This gives you damage to all monsters, 3% damage to all monsters, and another percent of damage reduction. That's going to be useful. Basically, I had to kill a bunch of things to get the silver bars. Not having mining and smithing kind of sucked. I thought it was slow to get that stuff, but combat goes quick, so no big deal. And then I took Boulder Trap. It's a chance to preserve resources, which kind of sucks to lose that, but I didn't want to lose this global skill and mastery just yet. I may take this one. In fact, I've been applying all of my extra. There's the Boulder Trap at 75. There's the Water Trap at 46. I've been applying all my extra mastery pool XP that I get over the 95%. In fact, I could probably take that down quite a bit. If I go past the 95%, which might be worth doing overnight and letting that build up. Basically, once you get these to 99 mastery pool, then it cuts that in half. So instead of being 20%, it's 10%. I was looking at obstacle 8 here, and I can't even see 9 yet, but I was looking at 8. Slayer area monsters, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. The one that I'd really want is damage to all monsters and 2,000 hit points. But you can't get swordfish except for fishing and cooking, and I don't have cooking. So that kills it. If I had summoning, there's a way of using a summoning tablet to get that summoning synergy there to get this, but I'm just screwed. I can't get raft building. So I think I'm gonna have to go to spike jump, which means getting some more emeralds, and this one will give me damage to dungeon monsters, which is fine because some of the stuff's in the dungeon, some of the thicker things are in the dungeon, and 5% chance to double loot. No big deal, but not necessarily ideal. Some of these other ones are just out. There's like no way to get some of these. Even if I wanted, can't get them. The cool thing is, I believe, no, there isn't one that's just a gimme. You have to have something leveled up. Yeah. So, and I got to work on Slayer coin and all that. Like, I got a lot of stuff left to do. So I do have some of these unlocked and opened up. Not necessarily all the ones that I want, because I really want the one here that I can't get. But we're going to live with it. Thinking about some of the things that we're going to have to deal with as this comes up, meaning when we get into the end game, I don't have diamond luck potions, which is kind of, I don't want to say crucial, but I think they are crucial. There's some of the other potions, the damage reduction stuff, some of the assists that I would have used along the way, the summoning stuff, some of those things are just not going to be here. And I don't even have tablets to use. Like, I could have made a bunch of stuff in summoning and used, I could have made a whole bunch of tablets and had them sitting there and still used the tablets to get the benefits, I think. But that's all gone. So I killed that off early. I don't know if I regret that or not yet. But I don't know. We're going to see. Like I said, I'm really slacking off on my Slayer stuff here. What do we need? 3 more of these tasks to be completed, and then I can start buying Slayer gear and then using the Slayer gear to level up and get better. I mean, the Slayer levels at 63 is awesome. That's great. But man, I really need to get the Slayer gear and Slayer tasks and stuff done. Need to start hitting dungeons, the dungeon fighting is weird. Like, your normal combat areas down here are pretty simple. You just fight stuff. Most of the things here, aside from maybe the dragons or something, nothing really has a thing that happens. Like the dragons will light you on fire or something like that. You don't really get into that stuff until some of the Slayer areas, and definitely in these dungeons. When you get into the higher tier dungeons, You get things that put you on fire, stun you, things like that. And you don't really get a feel for how the combat goes because most of the combat is easy up until you get to the higher tier stuff, the higher dungeons and things like that. So it's been hard to determine how combat works with this, the combat triangle and everything being off. And the other odd thing to it is like you still have your magic defense bonuses, like your normal defense bonuses are on the gear. So your melee gear is geared towards ranged defense. So you almost have to put your melee gear on, but use a ranged weapon. You know what I mean? Like it feels weird. And I still haven't really done any of the really high dungeons. I did, like I said, I did another volcanic cave. I've kind of poked around at the air god dungeon a little bit, but I'm not sure what to run in it yet. And I haven't had like my ranged high enough or my ranged geared enough to really do any of this stuff. What I really need to do is to spend some time in the volcano, get some gear out of there, and then push forward and see what happens. But I just haven't got there yet. So this is going to be a ragtag end game, like ragtag, because I don't know what kind of gear I'm going to have going into this. Being without the diamond luck potions, being without the summoning tablets and synergies and everything, not getting all of the agility stuff done. I don't know what you guys are running into out there with the decisions that you've made. Like somebody's probably kept summoning, somebody's probably kept astrology. I don't know how much of this is becoming a problem, or are you in a, did you keep all these and then get into a resource crisis because you don't have rune crafting or fletching or something? I don't know. I'm torn on whether I've made good decisions or not. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how I would attack this differently either. Like if I was to replay through this after, if I get through this with this character in a reasonable time and play through it again, I'm not quite sure what I would do differently. Probably work on like summoning and stuff a little more, or herblore or something, but I don't know. It's for another day, I guess. But I'm probably going to try to get into some dungeons tomorrow. I need to get into definitely more of the Slayer stuff. So I might get Auto Slayer and just let this thing run all night on this little piddly crap. I know it'll take forever to build up, but if I put melee on this and just let it roll, you know what I mean? Like I could let it run on this normal stuff. I've got plenty of food, nothing. And even if I die, who cares about losing some of this garbage? This stuff's easy to get back. I mean, you go fight these knights, the Rune Knight, I could get most of my gear back. The only thing I wouldn't get is the dragon stuff. But most of this gear is easy to come by, the stuff that I have. So I don't have anything really unique or rare. I don't know. It's kind of just a thought. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. Like I said, I hope to get into some dungeons. I hope to build up enough Slayer coin to start buying the equipment and start getting things going for the next couple days. You know what I mean? Because I could theoretically let this run for a few days on the normal tasks or whatever and just keep banging those things out. It levels up your Slayer and gets you Slayer coin. The tasks wouldn't necessarily be getting done for the higher tier stuff, but it would be getting the levels, it would be getting the coin, and the coin can be buying, all kind of things. So I don't know. I might try to get the Auto Slayer as opposed to buying the gear first. I'm not sure. Auto Slayer is 150 grand and I only have 20. So I've got a long way to go on that one. But that will do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.